What's up, dude? Go to your workout right here. Thought I'd just make a quick video and show you each one because it's kind of hard to tell exactly what to do just by reading the names of the exercises. So first you got a 5-minute warm-up. You're going to jog in place for 1 minute. So you're just going to move your arms, try to get those knees up like this, controlling it for about a minute. After that, you're going to go into jumping jacks for a minute. Then you're going to do something called the Heisman, which is basically a lateral shuffle. So you're going to go like this over, and you're going to bring your knee to your chest, keeping your body forward, and you don't want to throw it back like this. You want to come over, and you want to bend over, and you want to squeeze your abs every time you lift your leg up. So it's 1, 2, up, 1, 2, up. Do that for a minute. Then, that's kind of the cardio aspect of the warm-up. So then, you're going to warm up your shoulders. You're just going to start small backward circles. You're going to get bigger and bigger and bigger for about 30 seconds, and then you switch and go forward. Small circles. Bigger, bigger, bigger. So 30 seconds back, 30 seconds forward. Then you're going to get down. You're going to warm up your hips, your butt, and your core, and your chest. You're going to do bird dogs. Bird dog is basically, you want to be in this position, shoulders over hands, hips over knees. You're going to squeeze your abs to stabilize your hips and your lower back. You're going to take the opposite arm and the opposite leg. You're going to look at the floor and you're going to lift them up. And the key here is to keep your hips facing the ground. You don't want to turn like this. You don't want to turn over like that. You want to use your abs to keep your hips facing the ground. And it goes like this. You hold it for about 3 seconds, come back down. Other side. Hold for 3 seconds, come back down. Do that for a full minute. That should be about a 5-minute warm-up. Then you go into the actual workout, and you got 7 exercises. You're going to do each one for 30 seconds, as hard as you can go. You're working up to being able to do more and more within the 30-second time frame. So the first one are called burpees. It's a full-body exercise. It's going to work your legs, your abs, your chest, your shoulders, everything. So you start up here, and since you have knee problems, there's a modification. Normally you would jump at the top. But if you have knee problems, don't do the jump. Just come up, reach your arms high, you come back down. You squat down like this. You want to keep your butt back. You don't want to do this. That'll fuck up your back. So you come down like this, load through the glutes, and then you're going to jump back. Keep that butt low. You don't want to sink down like that. You don't want to come up like this. You want to be as straight as possible, looking at the floor. You jump back up, using those abs to bring your feet up as far as you can. And you lift up like that and lift your arms back up in the air. So it looks like this and going fast. That's a burpee. You're going to do that for 30 seconds. Next one is clock push-ups. You're going to get in that push-up position once again, not sinking down here, not coming up here. Nice and straight, neutral spine, looking at the ground. You're going to put one hand, it's kind of hard to see, so you're in a push-up position, you take one hand, bring it close, make this one wide again, do a push-up. And then you'll keep going all the way around. See how many times you can rotate into a circle within the 30 seconds. Also, you're going to get really tired. You're not going to be able to go the entire time without resting. You're going to run out of breath. Your shoulder, your chest are going to get sore. Taking breaks are fine. Just make sure you're timing each one to the 30 seconds. And if you need to take a break, that's fine. So like, for example, if you're doing these and you get tired, just sit back like this, take a couple breaths, rest for as little time as you possibly can handle, and you come back into it. So you don't stop the clock if you stop the exercise. The clock keeps running. It's your job to gauge rest time, take as little as you need, and keep going. That's what's going to keep your heart rate up, your body burning fat. So it's all about how much effort you put into it. So then the third one is called a glute bridge. You're going to get on your back. It's kind of hard to see. Feet out like this, arms to the sides. You're going to suck your belly button into your spine to activate your core. So you're going to bring it in. And then you use your glutes. You contract your butt muscles to push your hips up in the air like this. So it looks like this. You don't want to bend at the back here. Keep the core tight. And you'll just come up like that. Hold it for about 3 seconds. Bring it back down. Up. Hold it for about 3 seconds. Bring it back down. That's the glute bridge. 30 seconds on that one. You hop up, you do mountain climbers. That push-up position once again. You're going to bring one leg up like this. You want to do your best not to fling your body up like that. You want to keep those hips down, core tight, and movement all through the legs, not through the upper body. That's number 4. There's actually 8 exercises. Then the 5th one, side plank needle threads. You get on your forearm on this side here. You bring up, you straddle your feet, come up to a plank like this. Notice how this is nice and straight. You're not dipping down, you're not coming up. Nice and straight, keeping the core tight. Hand comes up like this. You're going to rotate all on the trunk. Try to keep your hips forward. You don't want to turn in like that, but you bring the hand through your body and your arm on the floor. And you do this. You do 15 seconds each side. Next one is a wall squat. You just grab a wall and you sit down. Try to get the upper part of your leg parallel with the ground. 30 seconds, you just hold it there. Then you have dips. Grab a couch or a coffee table or something, and you come out like this, and you just dip down like that. 30 seconds. And the last one is a plank circuit. The plank is just like a push-up position, except you're on your forearms. You keep your body nice and long. Keep the core nice and tight. You do not want to dip down like this. You do not want your butt up like this. You want to be nice and straight, core nice and tight. You hold it for 10 seconds without coming down like this. You stay up. You get into a push-up position for 10 seconds. Then you're going to descend into a push-up. You're not going to do a push-up, but you're going to accentuate the descending muscle action. So you're going to count for 5 seconds, and you're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then you rest. And that one's not timed. That one's not 30 seconds. That one goes 10 seconds low plank, 10 seconds high plank, 5 seconds down. And that's one time through. So those are the 8 exercises. Then you're going to do a cool down. When you're done with this, your muscles are going to be really warmed up. You really want to take advantage of that and stretch your muscles. So first one's a hip flexor stretch. You're going to get up like this, push your hips into the floor, and you're going to feel it right in here. And then the next one is a hamstring stretch. You put your foot up on something like this, and then you're going to turn your hips out like that and lean forward and feel in your hamstrings. Do each stretch for about 30 seconds and then switch legs. The last one is a chest stretch. You grab a wall or something, or a door, and you grab it and you turn it out into a chest stretch, like so. Hold each shot for about 30 seconds. That's your workout. Start out doing about 1 time through the entire circuit. So 5-minute warm-up plus 30 seconds of 8 exercises. That's a 9-minute workout. That's nothing, but it's so high intensity that your body's going to be burning fat. For literally, some studies have shown this kind of exercise can increase your metabolism for up to 72 hours after the workout's done. So if you can think about doing that every other day, you're just exponentially increasing your body's metabolism. You're going to build muscle. You're going to burn fat. You're going to get rid of the love handles and the beer belly. Obviously, the more beer you drink, the harder that'll be. But, I drink beer. I love beer. So it's all in moderation. Just remember the warm-up, the workout. And then, so you'll start out just going through the circuit 1 time. Because honestly, it's such a high intensity that may be all you can do, maybe all you're capable of. But what you're going to work up towards is first week you're only going 1 time through. Then your body's improving, you have more endurance, more muscular endurance, more cardiovascular endurance. Then you can go through the circuit twice. Or maybe you can only get through it 1.5 times. The point is to be able to build up the endurance and work up to going, eventually going like 3 times through the entire circuit. So the workout will get, more intense every time, but you're doing the same workout. You're just progressing yourself. And you can do that. You notice I stayed in pretty much the same spot for the whole thing. So that is way better than jogging or, just walking, because You know, that first of all, jogging, if you're deconditioned, can really it can hurt your knees if you have postural deviations or like rounded shoulders or, you know, an anterior pelvic tilt, excessive lordosis in the lumbar spine. All this stuff is very common in sedentary people, so they don't walk correctly, and when they run, they don't land correctly on their feet, and they shift weight into their knees, and that's really going to hurt you, especially since you already have knee problems. So I'll end this video here. Good luck. Do it. I'd recommend doing it every other day, or at least 3 times a week. But you know, if you can only do it once or twice, it's only going to benefit you, but I would recommend at least 3 times a week. Good luck.